As a freelancer, I often feel super rushed, like there's never quite enough time in the day. And as a photographer, I'm often doing a bunch of stuff at the same time. I'm trying to prepare quotes and get them out to potential clients, trying to organize our gear and get to a shoot and do the shoot, while at the same time processing the images and get them out in a reasonable amount of time. And all of this leads me to get a bit overwhelmed, and over time, I can feel the stress sort of creep in, and I start to lose patience without realizing. I think being impatient is my worst personality trait. I start to get stressful. I get tense in my back and my shoulders. To my partner, Becca, I get really snarky and curt. To strangers, I am a lot ruder in general, like in stores. When I encounter people on the street, I give them less time. And in a funny way, overall, it actually leads to me getting a lot less done. So I spent all this time worrying about not getting enough done, not having enough time. But by getting really impatient and frustrated, I have even less time. I tried a lot of things to help me calm my anxiety and be more patient, and everything from running to sleeping more, taking breaks in the middle of the day, walking. But by far the largest impact on day-to-day life and general patience, kind of not immediately, but over the course of the entire day, has been from meditation. When I meditate consistently, and for me that's about 10 to 15 minutes every single day. I usually do it in the morning. Sometimes I do it in the evening if I'm not able to. But when I meditate consistently, I can feel a lot of physical changes. Those things that used to really bother me and tick me off, I am able to just sort of calmly react to. My mind's not on sort of like hyper speed. I'm able to move through the day with ease. I'm much nicer to Becca. I'm much more polite to our team and clients. And overall, I just feel like this huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders and back. And instead of reacting kind of with my first thought to anything that comes at me, I'm able to move through the day and really observe it, take it in, and react in a thoughtful manner, not in just like a super reactive manner. A lot of people think meditation is this complicated thing or super spiritual or you need some wild mentor, but that's really not the case. I think the most important thing is to just come in with it with an open mind and do it consistently. For me, I do mindfulness meditation, and what that means is that you're training yourself to become aware of your thinking and your thought patterns. And instead of letting your thoughts spiral out of control on their own, you're able to observe them and sort of approach them thoughtfully instead of reactively. The kind of mindful meditation that I do is called guided meditation, and that means you're listening to someone guide you through it. And usually there's just an audio track. There's ones for free that you can find online. There's whole podcasts with them. You can find them on Spotify, and there's also a lot of great apps. But what I love about meditation is that it's free. It's very quick. For me, it takes 10 to 15 minutes. Definitely the more you put into it, the more you get out of it. But even if you do just 10 minutes a day, I think consistency is the key. And it's very easy to get into. If you're just starting out, that's the kind of meditation I suggest you ease into first, is guided mindfulness meditation. Now, there's a few ways to do this, and I've been meditating on and off for about 4 to 5 years, and there's 3 main apps that I would recommend considering, and all of them have different things. So the one that first got me into it was Headspace. It's one of the original ones. They have a great course. I believe it's called the 10 Days of Mindfulness. It's a free course, and that's where I really recommend that you start. Do that course. Make sure you do it every day for the 10 days, and just kind of like temper any expectations until the end of that 10-day course. Now, another app I've used is called Calm. I really like Calm for their daily Calm. This is a paid feature, but essentially you get a new guided meditation every day, and often if it's around particular times of years like the holidays, it'll be somewhat relevant to the things you might be experiencing in your life at that time. Right now, I've gone to using a completely free app that's called Oak. I love this app because it's very beautiful. It's sort of has an illustrative quality. It's pretty simple and straightforward. So if you've kind of been meditating for a while and you just need something to structure it and keep track of it, I recommend you take a look at the app Oak. There's not a lot of feature bloat because they don't really have it's a more of a personal project. They don't really make money off of it. So it's a lot simpler and more intuitive to use than a lot of the paid apps. So that's where I would start. Do the 10-day course on Headspace. then give Oak a try or try some of the other ones. Each kind of guided session and each app takes a slightly different approach. So it really is worth trying a bunch of them and see what works for you. But again, really give it that 10 days to have your first real experience and hold judgment until after that 10-day period. So that's all for now. I hope that was helpful. This is not a topic I talk about often, but it's something that I feel is super, super important and has made a really large positive impact in my life. And I hear a lot of creatives dealing with the same issues. Please let me know if you're dealing with that too. And if you meditate, drop me a note in the comments to let me know why you started doing it, what app you use. If you're just considering starting, let us know how your first experience goes, how those 10 days go. Drop a note in the comment below. I'm heading out on vacation tomorrow, so there won't be a new video in the next week or two, but make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that when we do come back and post a new video, you'll be the first to know. All right, thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate you, and I can't wait to talk again. Till next time.